pain beats have one of the most addictive sounds in modern music. From A Boogie,
yeah, I'm the one you did it for. Go ahead, girl, just admit it. I was running through the city for you.
To Lil TJ,
Come outside, it ain't warm.
to newer melodic artists like Stunna Gambino,
Still love me. I've been smoking back to back and make me feel funny. I went hard to hard with niggas, all they did was steal from me.
the production captures pain, melody, and bounce all at the same time. But after a while, a lot of producers start leaning on the same piano and guitar loops to get that feeling, and it could get repetitive. So for this beat, I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to take that same emotional energy, but build it with synths, pads, and modern FX processing instead, creating something that sounds like this. Let's get into it. One of the most important parts of this vibe is definitely the chord progression. I started with a synth pad instead of a typical piano, and I laid down this progression. I'm mainly using triads and seventh chords. It starts slow with these two chords, but what really makes it emotional is when it jumps to these faster moving chords in the second 4 bars. The E also plays in all the final chords, which makes them sound more connected. The change of rhythm almost creates a quick A and B section, which makes the whole beat sound more complex without doing too much. To make it more melodic, I added these synth counter melodies. I'm using one-shots from my 2099 analog lab bank so that I could do these slides, which makes the synth sound way more human and emotional. I also added a third synth, but I ran it through my hardware pedals, recorded it to audio, and chopped it up until I got something that sounds like this. I'll be including phrases like this in my next kit, so definitely stay tuned for that. Then to finish up the sample, I added this vocal, bass, and rain texture. A big part of making this feel less like a normal pain loop is the processing. I have all the melodies routed to this mixer track, and I added decimort to bring the sample rate down, which gives the melody that darker filtered texture. J37 adds some tape saturation and makes it feel a little warmer and more vintage. And Soundshifter pitches the whole melody down. Here's how it sounds with and without the effects. Alright, before I get into the drums, if you like the synth sounds I used in this beat, most of them are from my 2099 analog lab bank. Links in the description if you want to check it out. Now let's get into the drums. I wanted to bring in some New York bounce, so I started with these toms. I tuned them to the key of the melody and used them how you would use a kick and snare. Higher pitched toms act like the snare, while the lower pitched ones act like the kicks. Then I built these drums around it. The toms underneath make it sound way more full, so I use spaced out hi-hats, which gives it a lot of bounce while also leaving room so that the drums don't take over. I'm also at a high tempo, 177 BPM, which is a big part of why the drums are so bouncy. The 808s are also interesting because some of them land on the third beat on top of the clap, which makes the bounce a lot more unique. Those those little details are what keep the drums from feeling like the same pain beat everyone else is making. So the secret to making pain beats feel fresh again really comes down to taking the same emotional DNA but changing the way you build it. Instead of relying on the same piano and guitar loops, you can use synths, effects, and different percussion to get the same pain feeling in a more unique way. And that's pretty much it for this one. If you like the sounds I used in this beat, most of the synths are from my 2099 analog lab bank, so the link's in the description if you want to check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Check out my other videos if you enjoyed this one, and subscribe if you want to see more. Besides that, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.